Okay folks, let's have a look today at Scratch. We're going to do a little bit of an introduction into Scratch. I'm going to show you some of the basics, how to create a sprite, how to add some scripts, how to make your sprite move. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to have a look at our Scratch window. So this is our Scratch program. You can see it. I'm going to move it about here. We've got three S's that we need to talk about. We've got sprite. This is a sprite. Anything that moves, anything that's not part of your background that moves or can be collected or moved over is a sprite. Your stage is your background, so you can see my background here is white at the moment, but I can change that. So if I go in the backgrounds here and edit, I can just change that just so you can tell that it's separate. So let's give it a color and we'll change that. Okay, and you can see my background changes. So my background changes, but my sprite is separate from that. Okay, so that's important. That's why we do sprites separately. So down here I'm still selected on my stage, but I'm going to click back on my sprite here and you can see that it changes. So there's my cat. I'm going to get rid of my cat though, so delete that, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new sprite that we can design ourselves. So to do that I'm going to click on this button down here. It says paint new sprite. If you hover over it, click on that and I'm going to create my sprite. Now I'm going to do a bit of an Angry Birds type thing going on here. Now I'm not claiming to be good at drawing Angry Birds, but I will do my best. So there's my black shape. I'm going to give him a bit of a beak like this up in here. I'm going to use my fill tool and fill this bit in here. Let's give him some eyes. Let's go here. I'll give him a circle here. Now at the moment you might be thinking, this doesn't look like an Angry Bird, this looks like a penguin. But don't worry, we're going to get there. Okay, so I'm going to give him a little eye like this. Now one of the key things about Angry Birds is that they have big eyebrows. So let's give him a big eyebrow. I'm going to increase my brush size a little bit. And I'm going to go... Okay, right, starting to look a little bit more like an Angry Bird now. What else can we do to make him look a bit like an Angry Bird? I know, let's give him this. They have this grey bit at the bottom. I don't know why they've got that, but they've got a grey bit at the bottom, and then we can fill that in, and hopefully it'll look okay. Okay, we're getting there now. Right, black, yes, let's have a black bit, and have like a little tuft at the top like this kind of thing. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm going to say that's close enough to an Angry Bird at the moment. You can spend some time making it look fantastic, but this is my Angry Bird. Oh, I think that do they have a little tuft at the back like this or something, and like this. There we go. That's it. Okay, I'm going to fill this in. I'm just going to draw it in rather than using my fill tool. There we go. I'm going to say my Angry Bird's done now. Okay, and there you can see my Angry Bird on my stage. Now at the moment he's too big. Look, if I go full screen, you can see he's too big. Okay, so let's make him a bit smaller. Let's go onto shrink. And we can click like that to make him much smaller. Okay, that's about right just for now. We can make him smaller in the future if we need to. Okay, so now we've made our sprite, we need to add a script to him. So over here on the left hand side we've got a lot of options to pick from, and they're all color coded. But for our one that we're going to do today, and for most scripts we start with orange. Okay, I know it's not the first one, but that's the usual one we start with. So let's click on orange. And this one, when green flag is clicked, so green flag is like go. So when green flag is clicked, what do we want to happen? Well, we want at this point forever, so to continue forever, we want some motion. We want him to move. What do we want? Let's have a look. If on edge bounce, yes, we want that. If on edge bounce, but before that we want him to move 10 steps. Okay. Let's give that a go. Let's press play. Okay. Now can you see? So he's moving 10 steps, but that's continuing. And if he's on the edge, he's bouncing. So he's moving 10 steps. I'm in the edge. No, carry on. Move 10 steps. I'm in the edge. And then when he hits the edge, he bounces. And that continues forever. Now you can see he's going upside down. So to solve that, we're going to click on this button here. And now he'll just go left to right. Okay. So good. That's it. That's our first script working. You can see it working. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a bit of control for the movement, and to do that we're going to go to orange again, but this time we don't need this because it's already on our script. We're going to go for this one, and I'm going to go change this. Anything with a black arrow next to it you can change. So when, rather than space, I'm going to do when left arrow is the key is pressed, then what's going to happen? He's going to point in direction. Got an arrow next to it so I can change it. Click on left, and I want him to move 10 steps. Okay. If I wanted him to move faster, I could change the amount of steps. I could increase the amount of steps to make him move faster, or decrease it to make him go slower. Now, I've done one direction. I need to do the rest of my direction. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so I've got space. And I'm just going to show you one more direction. Like this. Like this. Point in direction. Now, it's already on right, but just to show you again, right. And then move 10 steps, okay? So we've done left and right. Let me just go full screen here, and you should be able to see. So, can you see I'm changing it now? So he's not waiting till the edge to. I'm pressing those keys to make him change direction. So that's working brilliant. Next, what I want you to do is I want you to add 2 more of these scripts for up and down. When you've done that, I want you to save your game. Okay, that's how you do it. File, save as. Call it lesson 1 and save, please. And there you go, you're done for today. If you need to watch any of this video again, just rewind it and have a look at bits that you might have missed.